Hey everyone, for our next installment of Canuary, we're going to be making something that I have never done before, which is pepper jam. So I'm going to stop here, screenshot the video so you guys can see the instructions, and post them up on the screen. Now, our first step is to dice the peppers. I have green bell peppers. The recipe says you can use a combo of green, yellow, red, orange, whatever you have on hand, and some hot peppers. We're gonna throw this in a pan and start to get this reducing down. Now it does say fine dice, so I'm gonna chop these the best I can and then use my immersion blender when they're a little bit softer. Now the recipe didn't say this, but I did put a lid on this because it is vinegar and peppers and some hot peppers. It's very similar to how I make hot sauce, so the steam that's going to come off of this is going to be very pungent. So if you're not doing this in the middle of January like I'm doing, you might want to open a window, turn on an exhaust fan, get some fresh air circulating through so you don't clog up your nose like I'm currently doing. Okay, so this is the hard boil that I have after doing the pectin and the immersion blender. Now mine is very green because I used, well, green bell peppers and jalapenos. If you used a combo of yellow or green, or yellow and orange, red, whatever, yours might look a slightly different color, and that's okay. So now we're gonna add the sugar and honey and bring it back up to this level of boil. Okay, and we're ready to can. You may notice that I only have rings and lids on one, and that's because if you look at the headspace, which is the difference between the liquid and the top of the mason jar, this is too large of a headspace to can. I don't have enough liquid, so if I had smaller jars, I probably would have made more. So this is just gonna go in the fridge once it's cooled down so I don't have condensation in here. Whereas this one has the proper space, let me take this lid off really quick, where this one has the proper space between the liquid and the top, whereas this one does not. So good to can, not good to can. When that happens, pro tip is to fill jars with water and use them in your canner to raise the water level, because water is gonna be fine in a glass jar on the shelf, and you never know when you need clean water. And we're done. So just as a reminder, this one is going to go in the fridge when it cools down. This is the one that will be shelf stable. Even now you can really tell the difference in the headspace. So not shelf stable, but thanks everyone for following along. I'll keep you updated and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye everyone.